What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Here we are with another reaction, and in this one we have European stereotypes explained. I'm excited to hear these European stereotypes and then hear why they are European stereotypes. Before we do, however, if you happen to enjoy, please don't forget to subscribe, give a video a thumbs up so it gets suggested, and let's dive right in.
Europe.
Hey! Oh my god! Huh? What the? Oh my!
Every Midwestern white girl's favorite continent, and also a region chock full of stereotypes.
Every Midwestern white girl's favorite continent.
In the past, we've explained them all, from every and any country in the Balkans, no matter how small.
Okay.
That's cause you're not a country. But today, we're going further and farther than any man has gone before. That's right, baby. We're going to talk about Western Europe. Now, if there's one single country in Europe everyone collectively enjoys making fun of, then that's France. If you've spent any ounce of time on the internet or watching TV, you've probably seen something like this.
I've worked for 3 years in human resource.
I'm not consider myself as a fluent.
The union involves a strict responsibility and a deep solidarity.
A strict respectability. I don't got an issue with that. A strict respectability.
An odd guy who typically speaks with a heavy nasal European accent that can be quite snobby, rude, full of himself, and in need of a lung transplant by the age of 35 from all the chain smoking.
It's
Usually
at
the French are
mid-30s.
associated with quite a variety of negative attributes, majority of which were assigned to them by none other than...
What's wrong with France? It's full of French people. Jesus.
British. Before the 19th century, for the last 800 years, the favorite pastime of the British and French was trying to wipe each other off the map. Sometimes the English would colonize them, sometimes they would colonize the English. It doesn't really matter. The point is, during the time of French rule, and later on regular rule, a lot of the ruling class were of French or Norman origin. As the ruling class tends to do, they focused on distinguishing themselves from meager peasants by doing weird activities and taking a liking to fine arts. Because of which, even to this day, a lot of vocabulary for arts, law, fashion, politics, gastronomy come from the French language. Thus, as any normal sound people, the British saw this ruling class as absolutely pretentious and full of themselves, and they ended up subsequently assigning the stereotype to the entire nation.
Smug. Too full of yourselves, god dang it. Back in the day, I guess that upper class, you were too, what's the word, posh. You were too posh, looking down your nose at people. We don't like that. So y'all were smug, and the Brits said, we can't have that now, can we?
Jij krijgt een enkeltje naar de rijstvelden, jij vuile sodemiet!
Known across the continent as Swamp Germans for their language that sounds like German from a fever dream and their habitat that consists of unusable marshlands, they somehow
like German.
usable. The Dutch are another group of people across Europe like to poke fun at. To the less informed, the Netherlands is a home of stoners, potheads, and crazy European casual sex. Most of this image comes from the tourists.
Stoners, potheads, and crazy European casual. Netherlands don't sound half bad. Netherlands don't sell half bad.
Depression of Amsterdam due to its hundreds of special coffee shops and infamous red light district. Yet, despite this, the Dutch are actually some of the lowest regular users of the devil's lettuce in Europe.
Really?
However, a more prevailing stereotype about the Dutch is that they are stingy. As a common joke in Belgium would put it, how does a Dutchman make a cake? He goes to his neighbor to borrow 4 cups of flour, 3 eggs, a cup of milk, and etc, etc. Because of the stereotype, in English, there's a term, going Dutch, which means splitting the bill evenly. Because apparently it is a cardinal sin in the Netherlands to treat someone. During house parties in the Netherlands, every guest only receives...
It is a cardinal sin in the Netherlands to treat someone. How dare you pay for someone else's meal?
Is 1 cube of cheese and lunch meat rather than a nice full platter. I don't really know where this stereotype originates from, but if you do, please let me know in the comment section down below. It's also a great stereotype that the Dutch are the bluntest people on earth. In Dutch, there's even a word for it.
Bespreekbaarheid.
meaning that everything can and should be spoken out loud. So, if you've got a major insecurity that's caused you never to post any pictures of yourself on social media, then you better avoid the Netherlands. It is believed that this stereotype comes from the country's Calvinist identity. Within the Calvinist church, individual efficiency, reliability, and honest self-introspection are greatly encouraged. So, because of this, the Netherlands became, well, blunt.
Without acid come from Germany.
Hey, the Netherlands is savage. Yeah, y'all some savages out there. Y'all gonna say what's on your mind. You're gonna be direct. It need to be said. Stingy, selfish, trying to keep every dollar you got. It's a sin to treat someone. And then, dang, for a country, or for the Dutch people to be known as pothead smokers, all that, and the fact that they use it less than a lot of other European countries is kind of crazy. That's a stereotype.
Everybody would be lost. The country is responsible for the holographic map.
If there's one country in Europe,
map,
the world, that everyone has something to say about, then that's Germany. Some of the more global stereotypes about the Germans are that they're obsessed with rules and order, they can't stand not being punctual, and if a train leaves by just 1.5 minutes later than it's supposed to, they have a brain aneurysm and die. And of course, they lack more humor than a graveyard filled with babies. Interestingly enough, it seems that quite a bit of today's modern German national character can be tracked back to the man who ruined Europe and is single-handedly to blame for the existence of megachurches. Martin Luther, the Protestant reformer. Alongside being known for nailing posters on churches and trolling the Catholics, Luther was also quite famous for his love of books and beer. In addition to this, he was also known for his love of order and rules. One of Martin Luther's best-known quotes is, "Ordnung muss sein unter den Leuten," meaning there must be order among the people. And as you know, Luther and his teachings were embraced by Germans with open arms. Thus, as a result, characteristics associated with the Pope's greatest enemy also got associated with Germans. These stereotypes of orderliness and rigidness further got associated with people due to the Prussians as well, due to Prussia being a highly militarized society which valued order and discipline. As such, the Germans today will never live down the jokes of not being able to have fun and only giving their dogs a total of 10 allowed barks per day.
Are you from Austria? No, from Germany. Oh, it's the same thing, isn't it?
Uh-oh.
Now, I know what you're thinking.
10 allowed barks per day is crazy, Germany. But yes, I've seen videos and the stereotype about Germany. Their punctuality is huge. I'm not mad about that, though, because I like people being on time, too. Because you're not wasting anybody's time. But definitely a stickler for rules and the laws. You gonna follow, when you in Germany, you're going to follow these rules. Whether you from here or not, you going to follow these rules. And then I forgot the other one that he said, but I was going to agree with that one too. But yeah, that's just how it is in the great country of Germany. Oh, he said no sense of humor. I've seen some funny German videos, so I won't say that. I won't agree with that one. But yeah, those other two, 100% agree.
Now, I know what you're thinking. Janos, why are you putting in Austrians here as well? They're just Germans' light version. And you're right.
They're just Germans' light version. A
lot of the stereotypes that are associated with Germans are associated with the Austrians as well. However, while we perceive them as the same people, in the German-speaking world, this could not be further from the case. Believe it or not, in Germany, the Austrians are considered as the extroverts and friendly bunch. I know, it's wild, isn't it? Because of this and their tendency to be more rural and because of their funny accent and dialect.
Hallo, ich mag das 2 Bier bitte und ein Weißwein Schorle. Oder, sehr Chef. Oder, ja, komm und 2 Bier und eine Spitze bitte.
Many Germans also stereotype the Austrians as being hicks. The stereotype is so bad that Arnold Schwarzenegger, a native German speaker, wasn't allowed to voice himself in the German dubs of his movies because of the negative association with the Austrian accent.
What?
Let me be the judge of that. I'm tired of the same old faces, the same old things.
Like it, though.
That's crazy, Germany. That's crazy. I cannot believe that.
Oh, man.
Fütyülsz, bazd meg, és hazudsz. Mert egy szar szemét szar alak vagy.
Porque había llegado el 18 tiki-tiki-tiki, cuando iba saliendo de mi casa ya me estaban esperando.
Now, although this region of Europe consists of several distinct peoples with different histories, cultures, languages, and penis sizes, in my years of hard and tenuous research, I have come to the conclusion that everyone in Europe sees Southern Europeans the same way. One of the first stereotypes is being laid back and lazy. In particular, Spain is characterized by this the most. A leading theory for this origin is the custom of siesta. Originally, this custom came to be when most of Spain worked in agriculture. Due to the hot Spanish sun and hard back-breaking labor, it became a normal occurrence to take a nap in the middle of the day between work hours as a way of avoiding the hottest part of the day and recuperating one's strength. And seeing that for the majority of European history, Catholics and Protestants were at each other's throats and fighting God knows how many wars, the trope of the lazy Catholic spread across the continent. In Italy, the same stereotype can be applied in the south of the country. The northerners, who have a milder climate and are less open to the concept of fun, are characterized as being more similar to the Germans and Austrians. As a result, the South Italians as being lazy, backwards, and basically the Balkans 2.0. These stereotypes further spread as the Southern Italians were the main group that migrated to America from the peninsula, spreading those stereotypes to the US as well.
Dang, so they said the Southern Italians are more lazy and the Northern Italians have more similar with Austria and Germany. Is that what I'm hearing right now? Southern Italians. How do y'all feel about this? How y'all feeling? Oh, God. Oh, nah, they
From the warm and sunny
crazy
beaches
word.
of Iberia and Apennine Peninsula, we head north into the lands of snow, damp socks, and no sunshine, which somehow, despite everyone's abuse of antidepressants, is still somehow labeled as the happiest place on earth, Scandinavia. Despite being depicted as a fun-loving, jolly old puppet chef on the Muppets, the Scandinavians have a reputation across Europe of having the worst food ever concocted on the planet. Because the land is, unsatisfactory and the climate is less than ideal with a short growing season, there isn't a whole lot you can make yummy delicious food with, so they're kind of stuck with rank fish in a can.
My
Who
God,
knows, maybe that's why
disgusting.
they take so many antidepressants.
They're
They're also known for being obsessed with heavy metal, especially their version of Hungary, Finland. Why is this the case? I don't know. Maybe it has something to do with making up imaginary problems when your country is so perfect in every single way, dealing with staying inside most of the year, something about Maslow's hierarchy of needs. I don't know. And yeah, that would be Western Europe. I know, not nearly as fun as the Balkans, but what can you do? Anyways, what are some of your favorite stereotypes from Western Europe? And are there any stereotypes I missed? Let me know in the comment section down below. And also, if you enjoyed this video, give it a like and click the subscribe button. And if you really enjoyed it, become a member like these wonderful people. Or go and check out my merch at theeroticshop.com. My name is Janusz, and you've watched Living Ironically in Europe.
Y'all gotta let me know, is there more stereotypes? Did he nail these European stereotypes? Do these European stereotypes have some truth to them? I got to know in the comment section. Y'all have to talk to me. This was very interesting, Europe. That's all we have. If you enjoyed, please don't forget to subscribe, give the video a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys next time.